Hello everybody, welcome to my channel, Super Sim 7D. I'm going to be looking at Ultimate Spider-Man Volume 11, simply titled Carnage, yes. In issues 60 to 65, they introduced Carnage, even though originally it wasn't until issue 361, well, when he had the symbiote. Actually, this Carnage doesn't have anyone underneath the symbiote, unlike Venom. This is a completely different interpretation of Carnage. So as you can see, this collects 6 issues, and they're really short, and you actually don't even have covers in between each issue. They save the covers to show you at the end, which works out well. This is one of my favorite volumes, and it always has been, even when I was a kid. Not just because I think this is one of the greatest Carnage designs, but because, well, the story is kind of crazy, with a bunch of characters popping in. So it starts off with a little bit of a nightmare, because Curt Connors was the Lizard back in the Ultimate Universe team-up series called Ultimate Marvel Team-Up, and I think it was issues 6 through 8 where Spider-Man fought the Lizard. So if you're just reading the Ultimate Spider-Man stories, the Lizard never appeared. This was the first time you saw the Lizard, and he was in the Marvel Team-Up series, which I did not really like. But I do like the Lizard design here, purple. That's kind of cool. Curt Connors has a nightmare. He's divorced. He lives by himself. It opens up with Spider-Man fighting the villain Gladiator, who originally is a Daredevil villain, and Gladiator is one of my favorite Daredevil villains. He looks awesome here. Spider-Man gets cut open with blades, and he goes to Dr. Connors for surgical advice, and he gets mended up. He leaves some blood there, and Curt Connors decides to do some looking into it about how powerful his DNA strand is, and he decides to get permission from Peter Parker to do experiments on his blood. So we flash forward to 2 months later. Punisher is here, trying to kill the villain Boomerang, who I think it's Boomerang's first appearance as well in this universe. Same thing with, I don't think with the Punisher. Also, June the Wolf is in this story. She appears 2 times, and I think it's her first appearance in the Ultimate Universe. Anyway, Spider-Man stops Punisher, learns about his history, about how his family used to be a cop, and then his family was killed. Anyway, with that DNA strand and some more, they've actually, with Richard Parker's DNA, or his notes, turned some stem cells into an actual, basically, baby, and it escapes and it kills people by basically draining the life from them. And it goes around, kills people, and it actually, with Peter Parker's memories, the more people it kills, the more human it starts to look. And he goes to Peter Parker's house, and Gwen Stacy just randomly happens to be there and kills her. Yeah, this is the death of Gwen Stacy in the Ultimate Marvel Universe, not by Green Goblin, but by Carnage, or a version of Carnage. That's the clone of Peter Parker. But they used the strands of one of Dr. Connor's lab assistant. This is named Ben Reilly. So a little look at the clone site. Oh, I love the Carnage idea. I just realized that. Alright, so Peter Parker gets it, sort of assumes that Dr. Curt Connors became the Lizard again and killed Gwen Stacy accidentally, but it was not that. He tells him the truth about his monster he created, now his Carnage, and Spider-Man fights him. And this twist I completely forgot about was that it was not Peter Parker this symbiote keeps running into, it's Richard Parker, his father. He's able to kill Carnage. And in the last issue here, they're in detention, and it's just Peter Parker giving up being Spider-Man, super depressed. He saved someone's life, but that doesn't really seem to motivate him a lot. And that was issue 11. This kind of started my time reading straight through Ultimate Spider-Man, because I read volumes 11 through 13, 15 through 17, and 19 until the end of the series. So I only missed 2 volumes after this one when I was growing up. So that was Ultimate Carnage, and for a twist on the Carnage character, it was great, because I can see a lot of people kind of, with the symbiote saying that's super repetitive and kind of ridiculous, with all of them all being different colors. For Carnage, and kind of mixing in some parts of the Clone Saga, and of course they actually do a proper Clone Saga in issue 17, which is better than, or it seems a lot of people like it more than the 90s series. I think I do too. You'll see when I'm talking about the Clone Saga. That's just coincidence still, because my next video I plan on being a review of the volumes of Spider-Man the Clone Saga. And you see it just has some other stuff for there. Again, this is an Ultimate volume, which I could talk about every single issue, how really good it is, amazing it is, and references and callbacks. With that said, I just wanted to go through here and talk about it. a little bit. Thank you for watching.